For real. It's gone?
Yeah, he swallowed.
You swallow that shit? You a swallower?
Nasty.
Oh, he nasty. Wait, get that shit. Get that shit.
Nigga's a swallower.
Yeah.
Get that on the audio.
This swallowed his gum.
That's
yo.
crazy.
Why you a swallower?
whole podcast gotta go to different direction.
Oh,
that's crazy.
That is wild.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you.
That's wild.
He said, "Yeah, I got rid of it."
I heard this. I just heard in the background. Boom. I was like, what the hell going on?
That is crazy.
Like,
He said, "Yeah, it's gone." What do you mean it's
He said,
gone?
don't worry about it no more.
What do you mean it's gone? What's the deal? It's your boy Chris. I'm with Devin, Dante, of course myself, and BJ right here. This is room 212. BJ, take over. You want it like that, or you want me to get the year? I can get the year. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Year. It's your boy Chris Childs, aka the light skinned Hokage, aka the light skinned Jeff Hardy, off the top ropes. We got Devin. We got Dante. It's your boy BJ right here. Like I said, it's room 212. What's the deal?
Hey, I love the energy. I ain't gonna hold you. I love the light skin Jeff Hardy. I ain't heard that one yet. Which one? Which year we talking though? Which
2001.
2001 when they was losing to Edge and Christian all the time in the Dudleys. Yeah, they was always losing.
Electrifying.
It was electrifying. Okay. How y'all doing this evening, y'all?
we blessed.
Good,
man.
always good.
Good. We're gonna get right into it. The first sneaker episode was got some good response and some good feedback. So I want to go into some more questions that we got from some of the fans, but then also some that we left off last time. So first question I have here is, do your sneakers reflect something about your identity, personality, or values that you have? Kind of want to pass this over to you, Devin, first to start off.
Yeah, I for sure think the identity and personality, especially, when you leave the house in general, I feel like, whatever you put on your feet, and for me especially, probably a lot of y'all agree with me, that's the first thing I look at when I go out in public. What kind of shoes you got on? And again, before we even started, I was talking to Dante, when I be in the street on the weekends or at a sneaker store, I'm judging the hell out of you and your whole outfit, what you piece together, but more importantly, your shoes. And even up there, I got the P rods, and for me, I like my shoes super loud, super sporadic. That's just kind of my personality. Just kind of go with what I like, and don't really care what anyone else thinks, which kind of contradicts my point I made before. But I'm gonna still make the point in general. I'm gonna still judge you based on what you got on. But I definitely think those first two characteristics that's really aligns what kind of sneakers you got on when you leave the house.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I agree with Devin. And also, you can tell almost by somebody's feet where they from, how they grew up. Like even for me, I know a lot of people see my Jordans, but a lot of the sneakers that I have are from my childhood. So it's like I'm real big on 90s basketball. And really every pair of sneakers that I got, I have a story behind them and why I got them. So it's like, depending on, like you say, some people might be wearing some Chucks or Blazers or Cortezes. They from the West Coast. They wearing more retros and like Air Maxes, stuff like that. Might be East Coast. Just you can definitely tell a lot about somebody's personality just by the kicks they wear or how they dress. So that's real big for me.
Facts. Shoe contact before eye contact. That's what I be saying. So it all depends, because you tell it's psychology that go into it. But say if I wake up and I'm feeling like I'm about to go crazy and I'm about to drown them today, then I might throw on some customs just because, I'm feeling myself. I'm like, okay, I got some phone pauses up there. Hey, customs, not retail. That's your boy. So it's like, all right, I can put them on it. Like, dang, what's that? I never seen them before. Like, oh, that's that nylon snakeskin, the 1 of 1. You can't cop those. Or I can be like, yo, these are the Reebok classics right here, the rose gold pink suede. You can cop these, but not a lot of people have these because they don't get overlooked. So it all depends, like, how do you want to step today? Like, am I listening to some Future, some Turn Up, or do I got some Teddy Pendergrass from my grown
You don't know the shit about Teddy. Stop it. All right, now.
Come on, baby. It's like, how do I want to step on them? Do I want a big step or do I want a little step? You feel me? That's how we coming.
So here, You said this, Chris, and you said this, Devin. Do y'all think this is more when you say you look at someone's shoes and you more so would judge? It's more so like shoe contact before eye contact. Do you think that is a African American thing, or do y'all think like you think that's an American thing? Because I've seen a lot of I've seen nice, well put together men and women, maybe not African American, and they got the nicest suit on or whatever, nicest pair of clothes, and they got some dirty Vans on or some dirty whatever. The shoes don't match the fit, but they're very wealthy. So you think that's more of a just in our culture that the shoes we put so much value into our kicks or you think that's just that's an American thing?
I lived overseas for a little bit, so like.
You live overseas?
I lived in France, but I've been like all over Europe. Over there, they walk more than what we do. We drive and stuff like that. They walk everywhere. So usually they wear if they wear shoes, they're more beat up. Is because they put more mileage on their shoes. But the thing is, they still look at the bottom of the shoes, but they like more of the actual outfit that's all together. Over here, it's like, no, we looking at your kicks. Like, what you got on, son? You got on them? Out of here. That's food.
Yeah, because Devin, he actually made a good point. And if you want to keep it a buck, a lot of sneakerheads, like people that are really into sneakers, can't dress. So a lot of them will
Can you say that one more time,
like
please?
they'll okay, say you got the 8s right here. They'll have the Jordan sweats with the Jordan t-shirt and the Jordan hat.
Team Jordan, everything.
So it's like, I honestly feel like it's mainly in our culture of just wanting the fresh kicks and not actually putting the whole fit together.
So y'all more of do y'all wear stuff to put the fit together, or y'all more so just wear like explain more? In fact, let's go into my next question. Explain y'all's like thought process when you getting some kicks, wherever, because we got a lot of different kicks, just even around this room. What is y'all thought process when you putting either an outfit together or surrounding? Is it more of the outfit and the shoes supposed to match the outfit, or the shoe you get an outfit to match the shoe?
So me personally, I'm a big advocate. I absolutely hate when people go out and their whole outfit matches their shoe. Mm-hmm. I know for me personally, I look for 1 or 2 accents on something to my outfit to hit with my shoes, and I'm good with that. Like right now, I got on gray orange label blazers. I have no gray on. These pants are tan, but I got these little spikes in my Gifts of Fortune hat that are gray. I'm cool with that.
And your beard is gray. Yeah. Somewhat, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yep, I see it.
Salt and pepper.
I feel you.
I'm trying. But no, I think if you accent your outfit well to go play off of your shoes, and you're doing it cool. Again, like Dante, like the shoes you got on right now, they don't super match, but everything works at the end of the day. But I mean, that's the biggest thing he said, is that a lot of, people can take it as disrespect, and I mean it to be disrespectful, but a lot of sneakerheads, they cannot dress at
jeans.
all.
Big baggy.
They cannot dress.
Because baggy is getting back into style, but you can tell the
talking about
difference between the fashionable baggy.
They wear the Michael Jordan baggy.
Right.
Yeah. The Tim Duncan's going crazy on them. Like, if I'm getting a fit, you see, like, I'm not matching at all. I got a blue turtle shirt. Shout out to my boy Dave for the shirt. I got on some black shorts and then my pink shoes, right? The rose gold. That doesn't match anything. But on the color wheel, blue and pink, that's the same thing. Blue, pink, and yellow. So I can get away with it type thing. But also, I just threw this on, so I really didn't care because I was like, yo, skirt. I'm making a quick little run. We good. You feel me? But it just depends. Like, I like to do accents as well. I'll be wearing a hat and it's like a little like gold accent mark or like a burgundy joint. I like burgundy colors. So I'm like, I'm gonna throw on the rafts today. I might throw on the phones because they got like a burgundy soul to them. I can do this, I can do that. I like accents as well, so I'm big on that one.
Yeah, I definitely even like, so with this t-shirt, the yellow and the orange is definitely pop off with the sneakers, but me, I always have a hat on. So my hat either has to match if I got on shorts, my shorts, or my sneakers. So, but I'm a big Pharrell fan, and even with that, like, I don't like matching. But a lot of people can't put that together of just having 7 different colors on and the shit still look fly. So I mean, it's all about how you want to put your fit together, and you just got to be confident with it. That's it.
Would y'all say that y'all have like a certain style? And if so, what role does the sneakers play in your style? If you can describe your style, how would that be? If you feel like you have one, and then how does the sneakers?
Man, it can go so many different ways. Like, I can be classy and elegant. If you see me like that, I got on some Chelsea boots. People give me hell. My boys be like, "Look at you, you got the boots on, ha ha." But I'm like, "Yo, you a Kansas boy. You're not used to that. This is a different type of region right now. This that you ain't bonjour. That's that you're not ready for it." But then it's like, you know what? Like I said, we going to step.
Bonjour.
I want to be loud. You gonna see me like I'm feeling myself. I'm having a good day. I'm walking and dancing. I got the headphones in. You gonna see me with the Incredibles custom jacket, with the Timberland boots, paint like all this paint is like, oh, this he a artistic mother. Like that's how it is, and it just depends on the vibe. So that's me.
Wait, did you just describe your style? You just describe outfits.
No, well, you got streetwear, you got elegant like business, and then you just got like some chill. Like this is like athletic leisure to me, like regular shirt. I got like some basketball shorts on. This is like some chill type stuff. But that just all depends. Like I said, you got the casual, you got that.
So what about y'all?
Definitely more streetwear. And it's interesting because I actually had this conversation with someone I work with because I have a corporate job. So I'll have on khakis, button ups, or something like that. I'm still wearing sneakers to work. You know, I'm not wearing the wingtip shoes and stuff like that. And actually had a talk with one of my peers at work at the office. And, you know, they've seen me outside of work. They were like, yeah, I know, you know, maybe some Nike cargo pants or something baggy or baggier shirt, something along those lines. And they made the comment of, you know, you're getting too old to be rocking streetwear. And for me, like I kind of took it some type of way in a sense because again, different culture, but in a sense, like because you don't really know me, but from like a cultural perspective, like for him, you know, he is boat shoes and, you know, stuff like that. And that's just not me, Sperry's and whatnot. So for me, you know, streetwear can be, you could be 50 and still, you know, rocking a fly outfit and some fly sneakers. So that kind of made me feel some type of way, but also opened my eyes to a lot of people probably have that opinion. Like, hey, streetwear needs to stop when you're 25, 26 years old. You need to start dressing more dapper. And you know, love my wife to death, but even sometimes my wife gets on me. Like we'll go out to dinner and stuff like that. You know, can you wear some nice stuff, like some nice boots and like a button up? And it's just like, I tried it before and I felt foreign. Like this is not, like I don't even feel comfortable right now with what I'm wearing. So now I really have transitioned to, you know, I'm primarily streetwear. I could even go into a super nice function. I'm gonna have a cool fit on, but it's gonna be closer to that side of streetwear opposed to, you know, your button-up suit and tie.
I think streetwear is now, and I could be wrong, but streetwear is now becoming more accepted compared to what it was like in the, you know, late 90s, even early 2000s when like Fat Farm, Sean John, G Unit, Rockaware, all that stuff. And it's probably because it's so associated with our culture. Because if you think about it, if you go to clubs, bars, all that stuff, what are some things you can't wear? Is hats.
Yeah.
Or, you know, hats, baggy clothes, which are streetwear, shorts. You know, certain things where even when in college, we going to school, we have this is our the gear that we wear, but you gotta dress different to be accepted in these places. So it's probably just a thing where streetwear has been associated with our culture for so long. And our culture isn't always accepted until someone else does, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
other cultures or other communities really embrace it and they start, it's like, oh, okay, yes, we'll start rocking it now.
Right.
For sure,
So-
for sure. I'm in a fraternity, and I remember one day I had like some Levi cargo pants, and there was like, cargo pants, like you hiding secrets? Like what's all them pockets for? And I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like,
Why you got
cargo
so many-
shorts match with anything I want to wear?
Why
on my
you got
whiz.
so many pockets?
It was crazy. I was like, what you talking
Heck,
about?
it's-
I was like, I'm dripping on you. What you mean? It was one of them ones, but they rock like the high shorts, like this. It looks high right now because I'm sitting down, but I mean like the high shorts, boat shoes, you know, the Sperry's, the frat boy look. That's not me.
Well, let me ask Dante. So, in what ways, going to the next question, kind of segueing from what Devin said, in what ways does your choice of shoes and your fashion as a whole connect with like your culture, but just like overall culture and just how you are?
Like I said earlier, I'm real big on my childhood and the era that I grew up in. I feel like the '90s is the best era ever, and a lot of times with most of the sneakers that I wear, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I remember that," or "I remember this," or So it's taking you to a place where it might take you back to a certain playoff series or a certain basketball player, soccer player, football player that was actually wearing those sneakers. But I want to go back to what Devin was saying about dressing up, and I'm a firm believer of the Kanye line when he says niggas wear suits because they can't dress. And I personally believe that a suit is supposed to make you look good. I know there's certain ways to wear it. I know people be having the baggy 2003 NBA draft suits on, but at the same time, that's what it's called, dress up. I've had the same style my whole entire life, and literally every time I go somewhere, somebody compliments something that I got on. I don't dress up. I don't wear dress shoes. None of that. So I honestly just believe it's all about your taste and what you like.
Got a question then. Cool. Let's keep going on that. I remember when I was in high school. I remember seeing older guys.
Right.
Probably they was maybe 30, 40. I don't know. I was high school. And I'm like, they was wearing the same clothes I was wearing. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, they too old for that. Do y'all think it's an age limit then for like us wearing the type of sneakers that we wear now, the type of clothes we wear now? Or do you think we could just keep going until we bust Rhymes age and stuff? Because Jay-Z did have a song, when he's,
40s,
give away the jerseys,
Definitely.
button-ups.
What? I think so. Okay, I'm 31 now. When I'm 40, I might wear more crew necks. I'm always have a baseball cap on, and I'm always wear my sneakers. I might not, but it's still like you can't wear what like the teenage to early 20s is wearing. I think that's the age limit because a lot of young kids now dip into the more, I wouldn't say weird, but like it's a little out there. So I think the older you get, you can still rock streetwear, but just keep it simple.
Man, I think you can rock whatever you want to. It's just how you rocking it and can you pull it off. Me personally, I feel like I can pull off anything, but I just have that confidence in myself. Like someone could be like, "Oh no, you can't rock that," but like, what you talking about? What you mean? I met someone yesterday and they was like, I asked him how old was you because I was like, yo, he all denim, he got the chains out, he got the glasses on. I said, yo, he kind of fresh. Like, yo, how old are you? Cause I can tell he's an older dude. He's like, I don't like to answer that question. I believe in the stars and this and that, but.
Astrology?
Yeah, he was like, chronologically speaking, I'm 56. First, I've never heard that before. I said, yo, that's crazy. I was like,
chronologically.
What did I just witness right now? What? But I was like, yo, I like the energy just because, like, he could have told me he was 35. I knew he was 35. White hair, all this. I know you're not 35, but the energy you got. It's like, bro, I can tell you about to live forever, and you swagging on them. Like, if you can pull it off, you can pull it off, bro. People just be hating.
He was watching too much of the Wu-Tang documentary, Knowledge of Self. Yeah,
Peace God.
Yeah, peace God. Yeah, shout out to that. All right, so I do have some questions where I want us to like. I want to get y'all's perspective because I have different tastes. So let's start off here, one at a time, or no, just keep have it flowing. Actually, if y'all had to do Mount Rushmore, right? Mount Rushmore. That's four presidents' heads. It's not the best presidents. It was more. What was the definition of Mount Rushmore? It was like the four monumental
and most influential.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So if we had to do that, right? As a collective, I'm not in this. It's y'all three. What is the Mount Rushmore? What is the sneaker Mount Rushmore? Now we can break this down however you want it to. It could be brands. It can be individual sneakers. It can be whatever, however y'all want to break this down. But what is the Mount Rushmore of the sneaker, or sneaker Mount Rushmore?
I did.
Are we doing brands or shoes? Which I want.
I may go brands because I love too many certain. I guess I go what type of shoe within the brand because, like you said, Nike, you got a ton of different. Yeah, so I definitely got Nike SBs in my Mount Rushmore. Like that's just not coming down. It's like Kobe, he's up there, he ain't coming down. I got SBs, I got Blazers. My man's over here. Like I love Blazers. Last two, I gotta say Asics and Gel Light 3s, only Gel Light 3s. Dante might kill me, but I don't care. I really don't care. You can call it the hype. You can call it the people. If I'm going to go because I feel like a slide, it has to be up on that.
Are you about to put that in shoes?
No, but hear me out. Slides are a cornerstone in like the sneaker culture. Everyone has owned a pair of slides in their life, period.
I wear Debo's.
And I'm sorry, like people got Debo house shoes, but Crocs are the new
SBs.
Asics. And I'm saying that because that is the only thing that's been in my closet for the past 5 to 10 years.
So these are your own personal favorite Mount Rushmore. That's your favorite, right?
Yeah.
So cool. We got that 4. Okay. Now y'all.
So we're doing favorites, right? Like what my Mount Rushmore would be. Not what I think other people should.
Fair.
Yeah, that's what my Mount Rushmore would be that. Cool. Like if you wore these sneakers forever, you'd be cool.
Cool. What is yours, Dante? Because what I would like to do here, y'all's individually, and then we got some common ground, and we create our own, like out of y'all 3.
Now, I'm gonna say mine personally, but to the general public, I feel like Jordan 11s, Air Force Ones, Chuck Taylors, and Vans are the most popular shoes in the world. I feel like
I can't argue with that.
I honestly feel like you can literally go anywhere in the world and see one of those.
11s over 1s, though?
Yeah,
I'm checking 11.
I actually don't know which ones. What's it? 11.
Space Jam.
Chicago 1s.
Oh, the Space Jams?
I don't care.
Breads.
The breads and the Concords.
You're right. You're right
has
though.
A movie.
I feel like you're right. I feel like the Concords are probably in the Space Jams the most recognizable shoe in the world.
I would have to say, from not being a sneakerhead, I'll probably say the 1s. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think 1s
I didn't even know which ones the
universal.
He has a movie in him where he debuted him.
I know girls.
Taking that.
I know girls. I know white girls that don't like black men. They got 1s on their feet.
Yeah, but that because
that is a fact. But I
now,
think that's like the past 5
popular.
years.
Yeah, 1s right now is like the hype shoe. So just because you can see someone that don't mean nothing to me. To me, that means nothing.
So you got Dante's.
But personally,
okay,
I'll go Jordans, Deion Sanders signatures, Penny Hardaway signatures, and Allen Iverson's questions. Those is my
zip tongue.
No, the questions.
with
the big toe.
Yep. I got you.
Toe. Those are my 4.
Okay.
Personal.
Okay.
I ain't gonna cap. I don't even know. I'm gonna say Red Octobers. That's up there.
Oh, you just doing shoes? Okay.
Yeah, those and the Nike Air Max. Shout out to Marty McFly. I feel like I had to say that. After that, man, I'll probably say maybe the 11s or the 4s because don't want to do the 4s or the 3s. I might say the 4s. I might say the 3s. I don't know. They basically the same shoe. And then, dog, I feel like I have to say Forces. And that's not even like my list. I just feel like iconic and impact level. Yeah. Like Space Jams, you got MJ, Space Jam. You have Red Octobers. People went crazy over those. The 3D pyramids. And then you got Marty McFly. Come on now. He had on the hoverboard. Come on, man. And shout out to Nelly. Y'all know what happened to the Forces. My personal ones, I'll probably have to say
Wait, so you got the Air Mags is like, you think that's like someone's iconic one?
Out of people that actually know shoes,
right?
The influence that it had, yeah.
I'm not. You may be mad at me. Those aren't even gonna make my top 10.
That's cool. Because that's your list and this is my list.
No, not even like personal, like shoes I feel like would be iconic to like the public. I don't even think that'd be a top 10 shoe.
Yeah, because I remember it was my sophomore year when they came out on eBay and they had an auction for them. And I was seeing them go for literally $170,000, $500,000. It was a limited amount of pair. Off that moment alone, I don't care what anybody say. You, anybody else. When I saw them auctions and it was literally like a 1 day period, nah, bro, that was crazy, bro. That was literally like crazy. It was
crazy.
And people was making replicas in order to try to get. I'm like, yo, y'all really trying to make the replicas? And then Trinidad James up and then I was like, what, Trini? And so
you probably made a replica.
I wish I would have been stabbing in them things. But my personal ones, I don't know my personal ones, honestly.
So let's do this then. Let's do this because I like what y'all just did. All right, let's make this harder. Y'all three come up with the top 4. Y'all got to agree.
Oh well,
because y'all just named damn near 16 shoes, like and brands and all that.
Of the popular one.
No, the most. Let's do Mount Rushmore. This definition, the most influential. Top 4 sneakers.
I'm
put Vans
calling
in
one
there.
spot.
All right,
All right, hold on, one at a time.
I'm calling one spot. I'm sorry. You can say what you want. Nike SBs have a spot. I mean, when the pigeon dunks dropped, they literally found machetes in the street for people waiting in line trying to get this sneaker. The dunks, the Freddy Krueger dunks, like we're talking. It's so iconic. They have so many dunks now that are so sought after.
You have a great bias.
They had no. It was but I'm saying they had like so much copyright infringement. The Heineken dunks, the 7-Eleven dunks, the Freddy Kruegers, the dunks. To me, the most sought after shoe in the world, in my opinion. Yes, there's some bias there, but I think from a consistency level, SBs have held it down from day one and they never fell off.
No, SBs did they thing for sure.
Shit, didn't.
I had to.
Well, hold on. So we
Jay's is one name.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Jordan's has to be on the Mount Rushmore.
That's
You
number
can't
one
take
for
it
sure.
off.
That would be the number one.
Like
spot.
no number, but Jordan's.
Ludicrous.
They're getting the best sculpture in Mount Rushmore. Yeah, you can't take.
they get the
them
front
off.
face.
Yes, they get.
All
the
right,
front
so
face.
cool. So Jordan is on there for sure for y'all.
Yes.
One. So we got 3 spots.
So what is okay? So where do you put Vans and Chuck Taylors?
I can with Vans. I can rock with you, Vans.
I don't
Shout out
think
to Lil
Chuck's.
be the base guy. Come on now.
I don't think Chuck's get a spot.
Come on,
I think
Chuck's was
no,
the first
but hear me
basketball
out. True,
shoe ever.
but hear me out. I think Chuck stayed super relevant because they never really changed their price point. It was always an affordable shoe that everybody could get. So
And
from
everybody in this month has worn some Chuck.
I got Chucks on the
Like,
table.
see what I'm saying?
A concept version of Chucks. It's a collab. But if I gotta say Chucks or Vans, like I own Vans all through. I had the checkerboard Vans, the high top Vans.
Yeah.
When the song came out, I wanted to go get some damn Vans.
And they comfortable. They way comfortable than those.
Oh yeah, Chucks are
way
the most. The fact that how uncomfortable they are, I want to take them out altogether. Like
I'm just saying, even right now, it's dark outside. We can walk outside and somebody have a pair of Chucks or Vans.
100%.
So all right. So let's do this, right? We said Jordan is number 1.
By far.
Let's pick. We're gonna do this and we're gonna put time limits on it so we don't keep going. Jordan's number 1. Pick the most influential Jordan shoe right now.
The 11s.
I'm gonna say the ones.
Where you at?
I'm the ones.
11s.
11s.
I'm gonna say ones.
But to his point, I feel like sneakerheads, it would be 11s. But if someone say, I want a pair of Jordans, like if my son said, Dad, can I have some J's? I was like, yeah, pull up a picture. It's going to be a pair of Jordan 1s. Or if, like I said, if some chick on the street said, hey, can you show me where to get the best Jordans in town? If I take her to a store, she's going to be like, oh, yeah, the high top ones with the swoosh, the Jordan 1s.
But you know that's the hype taking over, though. That's the hype.
But you want to talk about Chuck Taylor's first NBA shoe, the Air Jordan 1 literally broke the NBA. I mean,
but how many people, like, you got to think if you can ask 10 people, at least 7 of them going to say the 11s is their favorite.
I would
And
disagree.
we ain't talking about favorite though. We talking about influential. What changed the game?
Oh, yeah, the 11s.
No,
The
it's the
patent
ones.
leather?
No, it's the ones. I
The
know.
patent leather?
It's
They
the ones.
drunk. I agree with you.
It's the ones.
The ones got to hit for you even get to 11.
That doesn't matter, bro. That doesn't matter.
I'm
he
the-
has a movie, dog.
Yeah.
Stretching to
I'm
show
just-
off the 11s
I'm
like
just
this.
saying,
You see the
when
11s?
When he came out of retirement and they was playing the Magic and he had them Concords on, people went bananas.
They lost. I don't care about none of that you talking about. Man, I'm not a sneakerhead. So we're gonna say it's tied. Are we just gonna agree that it's just
I'd say it's a tie. Like between the 1s and the 11s, if you walk down the street and ask somebody, they would say one of those silhouettes.
So let's do this. We'll leave this in the comments. Here's one of our first polls or surveys. What do you think is the most influential Jordan? We're gonna say 1s or 11s, or if you think there's another Jordan that we just sleeping on, the 23s or something.
I love the threes. That's
there.
my personal.
Comment below.
Please.
I think it go 11, 3, 4, honestly.
I've never owned a pair of Jordans. If I did, I'd get some 3s.
Cool. So we got one on Mount Rushmore. Right. Devin said SBs. Do y'all want to put SBs on there, or y'all no?
SBs are literally running the world today.
You
can,
have
but
an argument.
SB is the most popular Nike shoe out right now.
The thing about the argument that I would say is this. If we're going to do all this stuff, we can talk about Chucks. Cool. I don't like Chucks, but I understand. Yeah. Shout out to Wiz. Say Vans. Shout out to Base God. And then I have to say Air Forces. I have to say Air Forces. People is rocking right now with some dirty Air Forces.
Because remember the last episode, out in 2010, when I went on my basketball visit, I had some Skater Dodge on, and they didn't even know what they were.
I agree with you.
I think the Dunks, the SBs are getting popular.
Because SBs definitely, because that used to be a culture where SBs were just
for
skateboard. But like people who were sneakerheads, they were like, oh, SBs are dope. Like I can rock these with anything.
I'll say this as a non-sneakerhead. Air Force Ones, they still are in rotation today. And they were in rotation when I was in high school. Yeah. They was in rotation when I was in middle school. They was in rotation when I was in. It's like the classic,
which is fair.
Whatever shoe you need, and it's always either going to be you get the all white ones. It could be regular plain all white, or if you want some gritty stuff, you just get black.
He can't buy a pair of Air Forces right now. This is real talk. We was talking about this
I was looking for a pair for my son because they're so popular.
He can't buy a pair. They're reselling right now for like $160. They're like a $70 shoe.
So we gonna put this on Mount Rushmore.
But the challenge same with SBs right now. You're not getting one unless you hit a raffle.
But you keep saying
right now we talking about Mount Rushmore.
Even back then though.
No, they wasn't.
They was just for skaters. You know that.
Except for people like me and you.
Yeah, but it was such a secret
like a niche
thing,
category. You're right. No, you are right. So okay, I'm bringing my bias out.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep saying my Mount Rushmore is over in the corner. SBs ain't coming down. But for the sake of, I get it. I'm gonna let you have this one. I'm gonna take SBs down.
You can't let me have it. That's Air Force.
I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna take SBs down.
Nelly had a song. I ain't never heard. Stomping in my SB dunks or whatever. I never heard that.
In all seriousness, so when I was in high school, I'd go to Cali every summer, every single summer. You would not see an Air Force One anywhere. You saw nothing but Vans were on the street.
It's the culture.
It's the culture. So that's why I say we say Air Force Ones because Nelly had the song. Of course, they're big in the Midwest, but a lot of people on different coasts and regions, they don't feel the same way about the iconic aspect of Air Force Ones. Because I think if you went to Cali today, you're still not seeing Air Force One.
Cali isn't. No, I lived in Los Angeles.
Still gonna see Chucks and
Chucks and Vans.
I can't speak for that. I've lived in LA for a long time, but I think Air Force Ones are still have a good rotation in the East Coast.
South,
even the South as well. So we're going cool. We got two. We got Air Force Ones.
And Jordan.
We got Jordans, 11s or 1s. Now we got 2 more spots, y'all. Let's do this.
Oh, Vans, like Vans, you said.
We putting Vans on there.
Yeah.
All right, so
you
we got 3.
You could be a skater, a teacher. You could be a chef. It doesn't matter.
If I see my teacher or my chef with Vans on, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the school. I'm leaving the restaurant. What we doing?
It depends on the Vans. You might get a little more respect from me. Like, are you cozy?
You too cozy. No, you too cozy.
I want my shit to be cozy.
So we got 3 then. What's the fourth? We had a couple ideas here. What's the 4th shoe?
I still think it's Chucks.
I can't. I would keep Chucks to the opinion of they always stay true to the price point. It was an affordable shoe to get at all times. Like Chucks, as far as I can remember, they've either been $30 or $40. And that has never changed for Chucks. I mean, you got like the collab Chucks where it's a little different. But you're right. As far as like consistency goes, Chucks have been here. They still here. And Chucks ain't going nowhere. So unless there's a different argument, I would say
I just
Chucks
can't
may
think of
just have
nothing.
to go there.
I mean,
I agree. And I don't like Chucks, but especially like in high school and Wiz had everybody rocking the patch with the Chucks. I said,
oh yeah, that was a wicked
dang,
time.
Taylor Ganger died.
That was a wicked
I
time.
I forgot about the whole entire Wiz period.
Yeah, what?
I don't
Taylor.
forget nothing. I was there.
It was
I lived it.
it was Taylor Gang.
Yeah.
He should have got some equity in that, some shares.
Hey,
or
hey,
something.
real there's a point in time where people were like, I need the Taylor gangs. Like it wasn't even Chucks anymore.
Right, yeah,
like
fact.
Wiz just renamed.
So
it.
we agreeing on Chuck's Converse. So our top 4 Mount Rushmore. Just to clarify, Jordan number 1 or 11, Nike Air Force Ones, lows or mid. I mean mid.
Ooh,
Just
The
lows.
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 You're wilding.
I'm just
and the white ones, not the black ones. Get very specific.
3 was
Vans.
Vans, and then the 4th was Converse's, Chucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, appreciate we can get there. All right, got you. So then, my next question: this past year, 2022, what was y'all's one favorite drop, or just some of y'all top 2 favorite drops this past year? Actually, just do one. We got a couple people. What's your favorite drop from this past year?
Need to go to sneakers to see all the L's I caught.
Mine was the undefeated, and just talking about Air Force One's undefeated pack. I got 2 out of I think it was 5 different colorways, but that was my favorite.
Okay.
I got 0 because shout out to the sneakers app. What was it called? The double joints, like the waffles? The
Sakai's.
yeah.
Those go crazy. I know a couple of people that got them. Them mugs go when I saw them, I said, yo, I gotta have them. And I saw everybody have them. I said, I kind of want them. But they went crazy, though. I like those. Or you know what? No. My bad. Take that away. Well, keep that, but then also somewhere in America, D Nice, he goes crazy. Y'all probably don't know about him. Look him up. He goes crazy. His stuff, yeah, probably like.
Did Kyrie sign with him?
You said what?
Did Kyrie sign with him?
No, they in discussions where they having talks and stuff like that. But his stuff goes crazy. Shout out to him.
Same thing. I missed so much stuff last year that I had to end up paying resale for. I wouldn't pay resale. So it'd have to be the Supreme Blazers. Super simple, like this cool, sleek design, but I really wanted them. I didn't even hit them. My boy got them for retail for me, my boy Chris. But that was probably one of the only sneakers I actually hit on retail.
Why do people, when they take an L on the app, they post it?
Oh, I took so many L's one time. I kid you not, the Kanye West song, When It All Falls Down. I had a whole reel that went 30 seconds when I had pictures going with all my L's. And I would at Nike every single time, like, count your days. Because there is no reason. I'm on some list at Nike HQ right now. There ain't no reason I should take this many L's on the sneakers app. I tag Nike in every single post when I hit my L because I just don't understand it. If I can pull it up after this, you're gonna see it.
Educate me. We can put it in the video. Educate me and some of the viewers. So this app. So I remember being in high school when Jordans or when some big time shoes drop. They drop on a Saturday morning and there's lines all across, right?
Yeah.
So they've eliminated that and now they've created apps to where now you have to wait. You have to register on there.
They still got lines. though.
Some place. I mean, first come, first serve. That's almost. That piece of the culture is hanging by a very tiny thread. Now everything is almost either raffle driven or, like, again, the sneakers app. But even the sneakers app, it used to be at 9:00, the shoe went live and you just hit buy and you hope to God you get through. Now the more hype sneakers, it's a drawing. So you enter, you wait for the 10-minute clock to run down, which really I think that's just it just softens the blow. Like half the time you know you're not about to win the draw. But at least you think you got a chance with that 10-minute clock going down.
Because you're going against bots.
Because when you just clicked on it, you knew for a fact you wasn't getting the sneaker.
Yeah, it's a wicked game out here, dog. You got bots now that is literally automatic. Boom, I'm gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get 30 of these in every single size. And what are you gonna do? Nothing. I'm gonna resell.
And I get mad because Nike always supposedly has like this algorithm. The more you interact with the sneakers app, the better chances you have. So they got like weekly videos and like content you can watch, you interact, you enter a lot of stuff, you buy stuff outside of the draws, and I still take L's.
Smart. Okay, I get
On
now,
the regular.
Once you told me that, now I'm looking at it from the business side. Okay, so now you have to interact with our app interface
To have a better chance of hitting our raffles.
You already spending money on this app to then get this. Okay, got you. What do y'all prefer as being people that probably already stayed in line back in the day where it was only you could only go physically to the retail store to buy the shoe to compare it to this app? What do y'all prefer?
I miss first come first serve. That's why I met some of my great friends doing that. You know,
Yeah.
I can see me and you now, all three. I can see us all vibing in some lawn chairs right now, waiting for some shoes. I'd kick it for 8 hours, you know, all overnight, just sitting there talking, chilling, eating ramen, just whatever. But you know, that's just gone now.
Yeah,
You don't have
it's
it.
a real community because you know, all right, this person was at one. Now I see him in like 3 other ones. Usually, if I don't talk to him, now I'm gonna go up talk to him. There's like more familiarity and like all this stuff like that. So now you're actually building a community. Oh, you got those? Dang, I'm not gonna be there next week. Like I can use some money. Can you cancel me or like anything like that?
Definitely.
Now it's like, nah, dog, you better get a bot. You better spend 3 bands for it and
But-
still take an L.
It's about who you know
Make it-
too, because JD Sports opened downtown, and my boy waited in line 8 or 9 hours to get the what were the ones that came out? The Jays,
I can't tell you.
the Chicago ones that just came out.
After losing so many times,
The Lost and Founds. Yeah, what am I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So waiting all outside. It was freezing cold for 8 hours. He hits me like I meet him in the morning, and you know, 20 people just show up when the store opens. They cut everyone in line and go in and get their shoes. So clearly they know the manager. They know someone in there. But that almost like back in the day, like that stuff didn't fly. Yeah. Like you had that respect of we're all here waiting. Like people didn't just walk in front of you back in the day. Like that just wasn't gonna happen.
That's why it was so many fights.
Right.
Back then.
Like I ain't having that. Like I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Hey, okay, all right. Well, I want to have a segment. I want to have a segment called This or That, right? Name some shoes, and you pick between that shoe or this shoe. All right? I'm not going to be the person to name some shoes. I feel like y'all, being the sneakerheads, should come up with some of the most popular, controversial, influential shoes, right? For instance, we just did one with the Jordan 1s, Jordan 11s. What I'm gonna just pass that off to y'all. What do y'all kind of name some? Let's put some stuff out there.
Raging Bull 5s.
Or Raging Bull Files.
Kobe Grinches.
Grinches, easy.
I feel like even with the Grinches, it's only the real hoopers used to rock Kobe's. I feel like after he passed away, now everybody's a Kobe fan. Now I understand the real Kobe fans and stuff like that, but like a lot of people didn't have the Grinches when he had them on Christmas Day.
I had the What the Kobe's back in the day, like the What the Kobe.
But you were Kobe fan.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying,
yeah.
even like the whole Nipsey thing. Like,
yeah.
there's a lot of new fans that are like.
I would agree with you on the hype after they passed away type of thing. I agree with that point. I'm younger than all these dudes. I was in high school when I saw people rocking the Grinches. So I only know a couple of people with the 5s.
I remember that pack was. That's why I'm like, I come from the era of
you get 2 of them.
The packs
Yeah.
with that big ass box, and that shit was very, very exclusive back then. So
I would have, with me, I would probably have to say the 5s, the Ragings, just because. First, I'm also not a Kobe fan. I respect Kobe and everything like that, but I'm just not a Kobe fan. But I've only had 1 pair of Kobe's, so I never got the hype about them, just because of that.
That's fair.
The Raging Bulls, the all red ones.
The
Yeah,
Reds,
those were one of my favorite pair of Jordans. I remember used to always telling one of the homies, I always wanted those. Yeah, I love those. And I think, is that the shoe? I think that's the shoe when UConn, my favorite UConn team, when they had Marcus Williams, Rudy Gay was on that team.
yeah, they won.
And he wore those, and I was like, oh my, because Marcus Williams was my favorite player at that time. That's why I was like, want to be a point guard, but I couldn't dribble. But he wore those, and I was like, oh my God, what are those?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get some. I'm gonna go Raging Bull too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Interested to hear you on this one. So from like a collab perspective, would you rather have the OG Jordan 1 frags or the Travis Scott Jordan 1 frags?
It's real
I say the
quiet.
OGs, because I'm call me a hater, but I don't believe Travis Scott should have all these damn collabs. I think he's a huge artist. That's why he gets them. I don't even think he used to be fly before he was a famous rapper.
Oh, he be hating.
I'm
So
just saying, like it's plenty of other rappers that's been doing this that I feel like should have a collab.
for sure, no, I have no bias.
Who's the rappers? Give me who would be like name two.
Number one is Wale for sure.
Oh, okay. I actually rock with you on this.
We talked about the Asics collab.
Yeah, like he's been doing this, and then I mean, even y'all already know what I'm about to say.
West Side.
Yes, I just What's Side Good.
Yeah, who for the viewers, if you don't know who those people are, there's some dudes from New York, I guess.
But by far Wale, I honestly
Yeah,
like
one of his first songs was Nike boots. Yeah, one of his first songs.
Yeah,
Wale
he
is really for
been
the culture.
yeah.
For sure.
So you prefer the collab or the OG
I'm
frags?
taking the OGs, and I would just assume, just because they actually made real leather back then, that the quality is better as well. That's so with me being a customizer, I actually feel the leather. If it's suede, if it's nubuck, if it's actual suede, not no food type. If it's like actual leather, if it's genuine leather, there's a difference between all of these different things. Patent leather, so I actually feel the material, and I would just assume because Nike goes the cheaper route now that the OG just have better quality.
Yeah.
All right, I got one. Since it's summertime, I'm gonna go with the Cortezes or some Stan Smith.
Stan Smiths, I don't like Cortezes.
Cortez is 1,000%. I ain't like Cortez until I moved to LA. It's a rap. Cortez is.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like how Stan Smiths look at all. But I also hate Cortezes.
Oh my God, you a hater.
He's
a hater.
I would still wear the Cortezes though, because there's a couple of like different Cortezes that I could definitely, actually rock with.
Also, they looked weird. Like all the Hispanics in middle school was rocking them. No cap. Shout out to my Hispanic
That's a
people. You already
fact.
know the
That is a
deal.
fact.
Y'all know I rock with y'all, but like it was like the front is weird how it covers over is.
But I think our culture make them
It's
look
like a
fly.
shell toe Adidas. I would never be caught dead in a pair of shell toes. But that's
I
just
think
me.
the Cortezes look so much better than the shell toe.
Oh, they
Adidas.
do, absolutely.
I think they.
I never seen a pair of Stan Smiths in my life until I studied abroad. And the first shoe I saw was them. I said, dude, those are hard. I gotta get. I was like, yo, I gotta get a pair. It was a girl wearing them too. They kind of dirty on the stuff. I was like, yo, they the ones. I said, ooh. I got off the train. I saw 33. I counted 33 other people rocking them, and they were white and green. That was the whole. And I
definitely.
was like, oh, everybody got these. I don't want them.
That's funny. Logan got a pair of those, the white and green ones.
Everybody got a pair. And I was like, yo, I don't. That's like their signature shoe over there. And I was
It is,
like,
facts.
I don't even want it no more. But I just think
I just don't like how they grease so fast.
They look like
You could put them on and step, and then just the whole toe box just
crumble.
You know what they look like? You remember Wayne's brothers? They look like Pops's the Tic Tac boots. They look like his shoe, the shoe version of them.
They the Franklin Saints. He rocked the Stan Smith.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch season 5.
Yeah.
I ain't got.
if I want the luxury one, I get the Alexander Wangs. That's like the same thing. It's like a platform shoe.
No.
But yeah, I take Stan. What about you? You say you take the Cortezes? That's what you said?
Yeah.
For sure.
I
For
like
sure.
the They, I don't know. It's something about 'em. Put a Raiders jersey on with them.
So I guess real quick. So at the end of the day, would you prefer OG over collab, no matter what? Not even collab with the artist, like Blazers, like they did like a Stranger Things collab. One of the most dopest shoes I have. You could like burn out the outer layer, and like if you watch Stranger Things, you have like the upside down, so it almost looks like the shoe turns to the upside down. So they make those dope concept shoes and collabs. Are you a fan of those, or are you just I want to keep it OG original? Don't give me these different collabs and backward Nike signs. I just want to keep it how it is. Because I'm big on concept shoes. I love concept shoes.
I like concept shoes. 8 out of 10, I'm probably gonna go with like OGs, just because also how they make the concept shoes. Sometimes I feel like it's a cop out. Like you can do something more appealing, more ooh. No matter if it's with the packaging, with the boxing, or if it's actually like with the shoelaces, something could be more grasping of that concept.
I'm glad you said that. I've bought some concept shoes in the past just because the box was dope. Like that was like put over the top. Shoe was okay, but the box was super dope. So I got them just off.
And
that.
I feel like usually, like the packaging is dope, but the shoes is like mid.
Right.
And then that's a turn off because it's like, all right, you did so much stuff to the boxing, but the actual shoe, no one's gonna see the box.
Right.
The actual shoe is like, oh, this is what I get. Like, all right, for sure.
I feel like you OG all the way.
I think for Jordans, yeah, strictly OG.
But the Supremes,
Yeah, I love Supreme's collabs with a lot of their sneakers, but if they J's just the shit 1 through, honestly, me 18, just the original.
surprised you went up to 18. I know a lot of people won't even go past 12.
Which is so crazy to me because it's just, I mean, but it just depends on, what you like. But yeah, I think it depends on the brand. Because even like those Flight 95s, I like those better than the original colorway. So, I mean, it just kind of depends.
You talking about those foams right there?
Yeah,
Those are Jason Kidd.
Oh, those are fire.
Supreme joints.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's probably the best. Some nice shoes here. Those are fire. I'll rob you for those of you that didn't wear size 7Y. All right.
He said 7 wide.
All right. Let's do a hypothetical, right? Say you're stranded on an island. Say some way you're stranded on an island. You only have one pair of shoes that you can wear while you're on this island. What shoe would that be and why?
Gel Light 3, A6.